What's up, nerds? This is Lance.
And this is Antoine.
And you're listening to the Emo Otaku podcast, the show where we talk about everything anime and music. And this is the second time, like Antoine liked to remind me before I could even get through the fucking intro. So I'm a dumbass. You aren't going to know this. Well, you're going to know it now. We went through 24 minutes of a podcast and dipshit didn't hit the record button. And now Antoine's not going to let me forget that for roughly another 100 episodes.
No, it's been addressed. We can move on. We can move on. Nothing more needs to be said.
Oh, this sucks.
It's kind of the best is because, like, in what we didn't record, I was talking about, like, man, you seem so happy and I can't really poke at you anymore. And then you didn't hit record. And it's like,
Yeah.
it's like almost, there is
You're
a God.
welcome. Yeah,
I think I'm going to start going to church.
Yeah.
Big ups, dog. Big ups.
I'm upset. I'm so upset.
I don't even have to bully you about
24 fucking minutes without. Oh, that's so annoying.
It's weird. You can just look here and see now that we
Yeah, now there's numbers.
Yeah, so when you're recording, there's a timer and it tells you
Yeah.
how long you've been recording. I'll teach you how this thing works later.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
I won't go into depth on this take, but I appreciate you guys who are following us on our socials. Please tell your friends. Please share the videos. It helps. Helps us get engagement, and then it also helps us potentially get to do this for a living. That would be cool.
Yeah. Fucking with you for a
Yeah.
paycheck. Oh my! I mean, technically, I've kind of
My
been
life would
fucking
be a
with.
fucking nightmare.
I've technically been fucking with you for a paycheck since 2017.
That's facts.
but it hasn't been in my title.
That's true.
I want it on my resume.
That's true.
Like-
Like you were getting paid by the government, we would
Yeah.
get paid by you guys.
Oh my god, your tax money went to me ruining this dude's life for 7 years. Thank you for that.
7 years.
Oh, and then the other recording that we didn't record because someone forgot to hit record, we'd address the fact that we are wearing the same shirt.
Yeah.
He claimed in the recording that we didn't record because he forgot to hit record that we did not plan to wear the same shirts. I brought up from the recording that we didn't record because he forgot to hit record.
Oh
that
my
I was
God.
wearing long sleeves instead of short sleeves. But don't listen, we definitely planned this.
Yeah.
We wanted to be twinsies.
Yeah. Well, if you guys don't mind following TikTok and all that shit and share it with your friends, that'd be great. I also posted the 7-minute interview. What?
I got one more in me.
Oh, great.
I'm gonna save it though.
I also posted the 7-minute interview I did with Robin on Uncorked. This was when you were dad to the world.
Which time? You gotta narrow that down.
First time.
Oh, okay.
When you were like literally dead and I didn't know where you were.
Oh, yeah. I was sad.
Yeah. Forgot how to use a phone. Anyway. Yeah, I haven't forgot. Anyway,
Saving this one. I almost used it. I'm
I know.
saving it.
Good.
Saving
I'm gonna
it.
get my stab in right now. Then, yeah, go watch that shit. It's crazy. I talk about jerking dudes off for pretty much 7 minutes.
I was gonna say it's not the first time, but not for
No.
that long.
Yeah, it was pretty much the whole time we were doing it.
Do I need to like be in a room alone when I listen?
No,
to this?
it was like she was going for like Between Two Ferns kind of feel to it. And I managed to keep a straight face for essentially the entire time.
Respectable.
It was very hard. The only time I broke is when she had like her bottle boy, who was just like one of her friends, was literally just wearing a black G-string, and he had the drink in his fucking crotch, and he cracked it and handed it to me. I lost it when he came on camera.
Did you sniff it?
Oh, I pretended I didn't even have a drink before that. I just went,
Respect. Okay.
yeah.
I will go watch this, I guess.
Yeah, you might as well. I mean, I
Yeah.
can send it to you.
I thought and the recording that he didn't record because he forgot to hit
There it is.
record. We
There it
addressed
is.
the fact that I don't have social media. So he sent me some of the clips that he posted, but he said he's not going to continue doing that. So I have to get social media to see the clips.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was my one. I feel like I burned that way too soon.
You did. You should have saved that because that would have been a good callback.
It felt right. And now that I said it, I'm like,
if it probably sounded better in your head because that wasn't the moment.
to be clear, in my head, I am the cleverest person in the world.
I know
Everything
you.
sounds better in my head. Like I have like a Kanye West level ego in my head that I have to restrain because it is not deserved on any level.
I believe that.
Like I walk by a mirror and I'm like, stop it, get over yourself. Like you can't walk around being a 6 living like a 9, dog. Chill out.
Yeah, facts.
Chill out.
That's facts.
So Lance, I have no idea. You've been watching in the past week. What have you been watching?
Luckily, you didn't get through my whole list.
Let's start with anime because you definitely didn't start with that last time.
Yeah, I've been watching Dragon Ball.
Oh, wow. Surprise. What do you think about Dragon Ball,
It's
Lance?
good. It's not great. It's fine. For all the people that are listening, I'm not that far. So I'll give them more. Huh?
Episode 37, right?
I think I was like in the middle of 39.
Oh, okay.
So, there's been like a fight since the tournament, maybe two. They went over some like history. They gave the history of the Dragon Balls and all that shit, and then recapped when he fucking wished for the most comfortable pair of underwear.
Which was the end of season 1.
What?
It was like the first, for end of the first arc, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was like the first episode.
The wish?
Yeah.
No, Oolong makes the wish.
Yeah, wasn't that like the first episode?
The first episode is when Bulma meets Goku.
You're right.
I was like, there's like a whole arc.
Yeah, I've been watching this for a while.
5 people.
Well, me like realizing that there's so much. Actually, there's been like 3 arcs, and I'm only on episode 39 is kind of crazy. And realizing I still have like another 100 and something episodes.
Yeah,
left.
it's weird to see like a shonen where the arcs are so
short.
Yeah, and self-contained, especially compared to like when you get to Dragon Ball Z and like a single fight in an arc is like longer than what you've gone through so far. Is this bothering you? You keep looking at it.
No, I'm watching my mic go down.
Yeah, I know. That's why like when I come in here, like before you hit record, let me like wrench this thing as hard as I can.
Well, I was also trying to get it to be lower this time because I noticed in the videos I had them like had this microphone like right in front of my face, which was bad for video, I guess.
So people can. I mean, I think the more of you cover, the better the video quality gets.
Fair enough.
Especially that nose piercing. Ugh.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, so
unnecessary.
Other than that, I watched Cabinet of the Iron Fortress, the 3rd movie. Worth a watch. If you've never watched Cabinet of the Iron Fortress, you should watch it. If you like Attack on Titan, it's Attack on Titan with zombies.
On a train.
And the animation's great.
I think honestly, animation in that for the overall is better than Attack on Titan. Overall.
Yeah, I'd give you that.
Like Attack on Titan.
Yeah, because Attack on Titan does dip at a couple of points.
They're still seeing pretty much if Levi's on screen, it's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
And then if there's
Everything else
more than
doesn't
one
matter.
Titan, you're like, it's all right looking. And then Levi shows up like pretty much every season, Levi pops off and it's like the greatest looking thing ever. And the rest of the show is like, well, we're out of budget. Let's just do the rest, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's funny, like, listening to you because your like tone is like you're recapping what they should already know. But they have no idea what we went over.
Yeah, it's hard to do it like for a second time.
And be genuine.
Yeah.
You're just like, so to recap that thing that you didn't see, I'm just going to go over it real fast.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's hard to like pretend that I didn't already talk about this shit with you.
And I'm like, I'm not even going to pretend to be like surprised or amazed or like engaged. It's like you already.
Yeah, we got to get through 2 more things and then it'll be new stuff for you.
I feel like maybe you're going to mention something live action with Jeff Goldblum next. Hit me.
Oh shit. Yeah.
What have you been watching that was live action, Lance?
I was watching this show called Chaos, spelled Kaos.
Is that the show on Netflix with Jeff Goldblum? Tell me all about it.
He's Zeus.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
Does Jeff Goldblum act like Jeff Goldblum in this show?
Sometimes.
But not all the time.
Not all the time, and he's not
the
always
whole
there.
time. Oh, he's not the main character.
Not the main character.
Because I think he's flanderized. And my issue is Jeff Goldblum is too Jeff Goldblum-y when he's an actor and not playing a role. And then he was like, he might like it because he's not always there. There's a little bit of it, but there's not too much. See, now I'm helping you recap. I got you.
Thanks. That's all I got to say about Chaos. It's fun.
Okay.
It's funny.
This is kind of fun. I'm
And
not
then
gonna lie.
I watched this movie with Matt Damon called The Martian.
The Martian?
The Martian.
Is that one that I think is nothing like Interstellar that you swore is just like Interstellar?
It's not just like Interstellar, but it's reasonable to compare
You
the
said
two.
it's just like Interstellar. Let's go back and listen to the record. Oh, we can't because you forgot to hit record. Oh, shame. I didn't say the same thing. That one counts.
Oh, that was good.
Thank you.
That was good. See, that was funny.
Yeah,
The other time, the last time, not as funny.
I had to set it up myself.
Yeah.
I had to set it up.
Yeah, that was good.
I'm actually really proud of that one. That was that 9 moment right there.
That was good. That was really good. Yeah, I think I agree. I think what you said before was it was overrated.
It is.
I agree.
It is good, but overrated.
It's definitely not. It's not reinventing the wheel.
Yeah, people made something like this Oscar level movie.
Oh God,
like,
no!
It was Matt Damon.
It wasn't even shot that well.
It was Matt Damon planting potatoes. It was
in his own shit.
Yeah, like
it wasn't even his own shit. It was everybody's shit.
Yeah, like it was like okay, like. I'm not upset I watched it. I was just like, why did people hype? It's one of those movies, like, if people didn't hype it up so much, I would have been like, yeah, it's a good movie. But people are like, oh, bro.
I was expecting it to be incredible.
Like, Interstellar level,
I held off on it. I was like, this is going to be great. Yeah, I was thinking it was going to be as good as Interstellar.
Yeah, because it's so similar, right?
Well, everybody compared the two, so eat a dick.
I've never heard that comparison
I have.
you.
Next time I see somebody say that on a video, I'm going to send it to you, and I hope it's like 6 in a row.
Okay. Just going to be at work, my phone's just blowing up with videos.
Hey, see this guy? He said it's the same. He said it was a similar too. He said it was similar too.
I think you're going to Google, like, The Martian versus Interstellar.
I mean, like, no. I have seen it on TikTok, like people that do movie reviews and movie stuff. They have said the same thing, but
I think I could watch movie reviews on TikTok. It's too short.
Well, it's not like full on reviews. It's a lot of my favorite ones are just people telling me what's going to be on streaming services. Speaking of which, I can't finish Mushishi because it is not on Hulu anymore, and it's never been on Crunchy. Only season 2's on Crunchy.
I watched it.
I can't. If you can send me a new fucking website, but they shut down the one.
I mean, they'll say this was a while ago.
Right.
So this is before the crackdown. We'll call it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm kind of fucked.
Before they closed off the open seas, we'll say.
Yeah.
That was like I could have sent you like 10 links back then.
No shit. The fucking world government told me I couldn't fucking have fun anymore.
You know, it was like I guess I got Crunchyroll, and I remember getting Crunchyroll for like, well, I guess back then it was when I got my VRV. And I remember having it for like 6 months.
I miss VRV so much.
And like it was like 6 months in. I think I'd watched like 2 shows on it because there were so many shows I had just been watching in other ways my entire childhood and life that I was like, wait, I'm paying for the streaming service. These shows are on there. Why am I not just watching them on there?
Facts.
I was like, I guess I'll use this thing I pay money for monthly.
Yeah. Now for the stuff that you haven't already heard about on
You don't want to talk about the Josh thing? You want to recap that?
What?
The Josh thing.
Excuse me. Oh God.
Jesus.
I changed the backdrop.
Yeah.
That's what I forgot to talk about.
Oh, I didn't notice these new pictures up here.
This is a sick painting from the guy that does all of our designs, Josh, aka at Fish Bagels.
Oh, hey, by the way, did Josh ever get?
Yeah, I'm not doing that again.
Okay.
I really don't want to talk about that shit again.
Can we talk about my emoji though?
Emoji.
Remember? Oh God, we just talked about this. How do you not remember it? It was like 13 minutes ago.
Just fucking remind me then.
When I told you that you need to tell Josh that if he gets...
Oh, a kissy face. Yeah.
So, Josh, if that guy that I told to message you on Instagram or whatever actually messages you, I demand that every person I send to you, I want no money, I want no recognition, I simply want an emoji kissy face sent to me every time I send someone to you.
He might do you one better and just send himself doing a kissy face.
Double up, baby. Yeah. Double up. I'm gonna fucking start plastering your fucking cards around work if you do that.
Might jerk off to it.
Yeah. Just like, why are you trying to get me to get a tattoo? Just I'll pay for it. Just go get the tattoo.
That's fucking crazy.
Oh, what are these other ones that I definitely didn't notice because we didn't talk about them earlier?
That's a Gundam painting thing that I got from Ian. That's when I met Ian.
That white looks so hipster.
I guess. I don't fucking know. And then the other one is a signed picture from the guy that voices Madara in the English version.
Oh, that's super cool, bro.
Thanks, man. It's signed.
Good job putting those up. I'm glad I definitely know.
I think it looks like a cool backdrop.
On this recording, I noticed them.
Yeah. You didn't before.
Yeah. I legit did. I walked in and he pointed. I was like, oh, shit, there are pictures up there. I should bring my Trigun one in and put it up while we record.
What Trigun one?
The one I bought at the anime convention.
Where are you going to fucking put it?
Oh, we'll move one of these. Like Ian's shitty one. We'll take that down and put my good one up.
We'll talk about it.
Or we could not put it up.
I mean, we probably can. I'll just take those two down and you just put it there. So it's like
put those up above it.
No.
Oh.
Because those are utilizing holes that she already put in. I didn't put any new holes in for these.
Oh. Although we'll just take down those and put mine up.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm glad we agree on that.
Okay, and then I watched this movie called Troll Hunter. It's a Norwegian movie about so I saw this about this one on
You
TikTok.
feel like this weird fascination with like Europe.
I mean, I think we watch movies and shows from Japan.
It's just weird. It's
And
so
your lady loves Korean stuff.
so non-American of you.
Most of the media we watch is not from America. Let's be fucking real here.
You're not a real patriot.
I'm not. I'm not.
I wanted a little bit of kickback. And I'm like, no,
in a couple of years, I plan to move out of this fucking country.
All
So
right, that's fair.
it's called Troll Hunter. It's literally about them hunting trolls. It's fucking wild, but honestly worth the watch. It was very short too.
How long are we talking short?
I think it was like an hour. It was like an hour, maybe an hour 20 max. It was not a long
One
movie.
word or two words?
Troll Hunter, two words. Sorry. It's on
Tales of Arcadia?
No, it's just called Troll
That's a
Hunter.
kid's movie. It pulls up
It's
a kid's
literally
movie.
called Troll Hunter. I think it's on Max.
I just pulled out some kids movie. Apparently that was done by Guillermo del Toro. That's not finding it. Whatever. Oh yeah, I found it. Nope, that's the same one. I give up.
Okay.
You get like 4 Google searches, and then I'm just moving on.
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It's called Troll Hunter.
Oh, what would you watch it on?
I'm pretty sure it was on Max.
I have Max. I'll look. I'll check it.
I'm pretty positive that's where I watched it. It was good. And then I watched a movie that I'm really upset that nobody had told me to watch until recently, Event Horizon.
I've told you to watch that before.
I don't think so.
I've absolutely told you to watch that
I'm
before.
pretty sure you haven't because I would have.
I did because I remember because that was one of the movies I talked about when you talked about being a baby back bitch and not being able to watch horror movies. And I said it was like one of the best horror movies of like the 90s.
Oh, yeah. I could see it being of the 90s because it definitely reminded me of like watching The Thing.
Yeah.
It's the same level of
And like
campy
that
and shit.
fucking recording scene, dude, when Lawrence Fishburne's like, we're leaving. And I was like, that's the most realistic shit I've ever seen in a horror movie.
Yeah.
He watched that and he's like, nope, we're fucking gone.
We're out.
And he's like, and we're bombing this fucking ship.
Yeah. And then you had fucking Sam O'Neill who was like, no,
We have to stay.
it's my ship.
Yeah.
Blah. And then he didn't have fucking eyes and shit. It was wild.
Where we're going, you don't need eyes to see.
It was a good movie, man.
Yeah, it was.
It was very good. I'm glad I watched it. The cast is stacked. Holy shit, stacked. Like probably in the 90s, it wasn't considered stacked, but how these actors have become like huge now, it was kind of crazy.
And it was just a good movie. It was, people weren't
good.
dumb,
Yes, facts.
which is like my biggest issue with horror movies. Like when we talked about the aliens things, like it annoys me when people are dumb with no reason. Like they're just dumb for plot. Like they're like, no, we need to not. Like they did everything.
They were trying to leave the whole fucking time.
Yeah, like they were trapped there. It wasn't them like, we should keep searching or look around. It was like, no, we need to. I mean, obviously there's some horror movie cliche stuff, but they pretty much, hey, we got to go do this. They got there, realized shit ain't the way we want it to be. We're getting the fuck out of here. And the entire movie is just them trying to fucking get out.
Facts. And then the last movie that I watched before I go to the stuff that I read was I watched Quiet Place Day One. The new Quiet Place.
So the main chick's like deaf or something, right?
Nope.
There's something. Isn't she like deaf or mute or something?
That was the old movies. Those the first two movies. One of the daughters is deaf.
I could have swore there was someone like deaf or mute in this one.
Nope.
This is the one with the black chick, right?
Correct.
In New York or whatever?
Correct.
Oh.
Nobody's deaf. Nobody's mute. It does have Digimon. I don't know how to say his name.
I
You know what I'm talking about, though?
Yeah, I'm not
Digimon-
going to say
I
it
don't know how to
either.
pronounce it, and I even looked it up, and the pronunciation doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about from just
Yeah,
that, but I'm like,
Honsu.
Yeah, if I did
Digimon Honsu. Digimon sounds so wrong, but it's DJIMON or some shit, and it's like I don't speak. I think he's like Nigerian.
Yeah.
I don't speak French. Nigerian French, especially
yeah, it's like a whole other. It's like there's like 3 Frenches. There's like French,
Creole.
and then there's like African French, and they're like 3 completely different languages.
Well, isn't Haitian French too?
Haitian's more, yeah, but they're
It's like
they're
a weird Creole French.
yeah, they're like a mix between Creole and actual French, but still different. So I guess there's 4 then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And there's French Canadian 5.
But they just speak normal French,
No,
don't they?
it's a little different. It's a little more asshole.
I thought it was just a different dialect of it. More asshole. I don't know. It took me a second to get that.
It was good. It was I like. It should have been called something. I don't know, man. It's not as good as the other two. I think the fucking premise was stupid. Cause the premise is like she has cancer and
That's what it was. Cancer.
She's dying.
Yeah.
Like that. You find that out literally the first 5 seconds of the movie. And she wants pizza from the place.
Something to do like with her dad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, it's not like bad, but like when you compare it to the old ones where it's like a family trying to survive and shit, that was better to me.
Yeah.
Then this is just, it's a quest for pizza.
Yeah. Because once I heard the premise is like she's dying, that's what it was. I knew there was something wrong with her.
She's dying.
Yeah. And then it's
Deaf
like.
and dying aren't the same thing. They're very different.
I know. I was just thinking deaf because of the old ones. But yeah. And I just remember reading like not like a full synopsis, like a preview, like the premise. And it was like that. And then like, and she's trying to get pizza to remember her father before she dies.
Yeah.
And then this kicks off and it's like, wait, so the whole stakes is like, will she get pizza before she gets eaten by aliens? Like,
Yes, 100%. That is what it is.
I was like, that is the most M. Night Shyamalan shit I've ever heard in my life. And I immediately was just like, I'm good. I'll pass.
It's on Max if you do decide no, it's not. He's on.
Peacock? Say Peacock.
No. It's on Paramount Plus.
I have that with my Amazon.
Yeah. It's on Paramount Plus if you decide you want to watch it.
Probably
It's still a good movie. It's just the premise is such a downgrade. If this had been the first one that came out, it wouldn't be that bad. Wouldn't be that big a deal.
I like the first two.
I love the
lot.
first two. I was expecting, because everybody said it was better than the other two, and I was like, this is not
Once
better
again,
than
that hype train, man. That hype. If
like,
people would just
visually,
be like,
it was better, and it was cool, but the story was just so fucking dumb.
yeah. And I know I'm very bad about overhyping stuff sometimes, especially with you, because you have weird taste and stuff. And you have bad. Okay, you don't have weird taste. You have bad taste and bad standards.
Hey, I like the '90s one,
but just be like, yeah, it's good. You might like it. Let me go in. You know,
you might like it. Like it's still a quiet
I just mean
place
like with
movie.
when people talk about like it's.
They shouldn't
like
fucking hype it up.
that whole cliche internet thing of it's either a 10 out of 10 or a 1 out of 10. Like 5 exists for a reason. Hey, it's a 5, and I'll go on like, all right, I'll just watch it and enjoy it.
Yeah, but then people, I would say then that's mid, and then people get mad because for some reason along the way, people have heard the word mid and assumed it meant shit.
Well, because people think a 5 is a 1, and that's the problem with that binary.
Yeah, which is fucking stupid.
But you kind of abuse the word mid because like you went through a mid phase. Like I remember when I was
giving me stuff that was mid.
I remember when I was like re-listening to the podcast and I was like, every episode you're like, so I watched this new thing. It's mid. It was like a weekly routine of some new mid thing.
I think because I was talking about Hunter x Hunter every week.
No, it was other stuff too. You
like
were just
what?
going. I don't remember. It was
exactly because
it was 2 years ago.
He was lying.
Hunter go back and listen to him again, and just so I can fucking pull him up.
Hunter x Hunter, the 2004 was that 2004 2007?
I think wasn't it like late 90s?
No, I'm talking about the newer one that came out.
Oh,
it's like 2011. Was it 2011? Jesus Christ,
yeah, it's not that old.
That one to me is a 6.5, maybe 6.
Yeah, 2011.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we literally caught Hunter x Hunter 2011. I don't know why. I had to think about it.
I couldn't remember the year, yeah. And I think the 90s one is like a fucking 8. I still think Hunter x Hunter is good. I just don't think it is.
You just called it mid a second ago.
I do. I think it's mid. I think it's mid. I think it's literally because it is in the middle of my scale.
Mid is not good.
It's just like a little bit more than mid. I know, but I feel like it is technically on my scale. Technically, it is mid.
Well, then,
It's not a 1. It's not Excel Saga.
Well, yeah, I mean
that's shit.
Mid to me literally means like it is take it or leave it. Like
Right,
one
see,
is.
I feel like we got to get away from that. We got to. You and me, we got to be bigger than the people, the populace. We got to be better than the nerds.
Just picture this hope poster like pulling up behind you as you talk
Make
about it.
mid great again.
I like mid to mean mid. Like, and
Yeah, I do too.
I blame
That's
your
why I use
people because you guys just words come out.
The whites?
and a word comes out, and you're like, let's fucking beat this word into the ground so it has no, and then
You're actually not
completely
wrong.
abuse its use,
Yeah, you're not
and
wrong.
then like TikTok, and then the word loses all meaning.
Yeah, you're not wrong. The N word.
Jesus Christ. I fucking hate you so fucking much.
Too much?
I have nothing for that.
It's good. That was a good joke.
Yeah.
That's a good joke.
I'm upset because it was funny.
Thank you.
I fucking hate you. Like the N-word. You were so proud. So proud of yourself.
I looked directly at the camera for that one, too.
I hope you clip this and it comes in the worst context ever.
Oh, I know. I'm very scared of that.
Yeah, and
actually.
I'm just going to be like, see, told you he was racist. I've been telling you guys for years.
It clipped the melanin podcast part that you guys talked about.
Like, it's going to be like reading off air, and I'm going to be like, God damn it, Lance. And you're going to be like, I know, you darkies and your problems. Like, bro, we talked about this. You can't call us that anymore. You should hear him off air. It's like Kramer.
I know you usually like 3Ks, but you know.
So one of the dudes I work with,
Holy fuck.
he has a K on his ring finger for his wife, and both of his
Yeah, I'm sure
kids.
that's what it is.
No, her name really is with a K. And then he has two
sure that's
kids,
what I
and they
got.
like were going for alliteration. And he was talking with this dude, and he's like, "Yeah, so my goal is I'm gonna get all three of their initials on my knuckles." And like, I just cracked up laughing, and everyone in the room just looked mortified. And I was like, "That is the funniest shit ever." And I was like, "Hey man, you're good. Just skip one finger, man. It'll be totally fine. Nobody will notice."
Yeah, you just put a little hood in that space.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That's all I've watched, but I have been reading, obviously, because I know how to do that.
Police brutality videos, just jerking off.
I didn't fully hear what you said at first, and then it said it. Jesus Christ. What is this episode? That's what we did. Like, we hit the 100 mark, and now we're just doing whatever the fuck we want. We've made it this far.
Yeah, like if you're here,
Fuck it.
you're here. This is what we are.
Yeah, welcome to our new people. Holy shit.
How to get canceled on the internet 101.
Holy fuck. And then obviously reading, so I'm reading Oathbringer. I'm like over halfway through that. The Sword of Kaigen. I actually think you would really like this book. It's the one that was like, it's set kind of like in samurai Japan, but there's also like bending.
Yeah, that's the one you were describing. I thought you were talking about the manga one.
Correct.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like Avatar meets samurai.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking cool. There was like two main characters, and there's a lot of like important characters, and they started killing people off. And I was like, are you trying to be fucking like George R.R. Martin? Like, started killing people off. Like, if they would introduce these characters, make them very important in the society, and then a fucking battle happens and it kill all of them.
It's like literally introducing characters just to kill
Just
them.
to murder them and making them really important to the village, and then they fucking die, and you're like, what the fuck have I been reading for?
I kind of like that.
It's good. I think you will like it. It's a good book. It's only like 600 pages.
Yeah, if only I wasn't, like if I was like a nerd like you and I read books like a loser.
Yeah, I
I'd
know.
do it.
You even have like 3 of mine.
Get over yourself.
Yeah. I read a graphic novel. It was, so you remember how I read The Batman Who Laughs? Mm-hmm. So then it says, continuing the story, you go to Batman and Superman. That's the next part. So it's Batman and Superman.
Oh, I'm listening.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know. You didn't give me any facial expression, so I didn't know if you
I
were
was,
like
debating, I was
processing.
debating whether or not I was going to interrupt you with something stupid, and I was like, no, let him keep
Okay,
going.
so it's Batman, Superman, Volume 1, Who Are the Secret Six? That's what I'm reading.
No idea what that is.
So it's just a continuation. The difference is the Batman Who Laughs is now trying to put that like it's not really poison, but like that serum that turns him into the like basically Joker version
Joker
of them.
Batman.
He did it to like 6 people in the like Justice League. So it's kind of crazy. The artwork goes fucking insane.
I didn't know there was a follow up to that.
Yeah, there's like I think 3 volumes for Batman Superman, and it continues the story. It's crazy.
Is it better than the Batman Who Laughs? Like I said, like it looks cool, but like I just wasn't.
Honestly, it
into
is.
It. Yeah.
Honestly, it is because the people that he ends up getting to be basically Joker versions of them.
Is it just the six main? Oh, okay.
And the artwork goes fucking crazy. Bro, because he came from a different fucking Earth, right? Well, he killed his Justice League, and it shows you like, dude, it's fucked. It's really awesome.
So it's like super weird when you read comics. Like I know people are gonna get that have like genuinely good artwork because like some of my favorite comics of all time, I like go back and like read the artwork, and I'm like, that's not very good.
No, this is like this artwork goes hard as fuck, and the story is, to me, the story is better than the fucking Batman Who Laughs.
Yeah, which like I said, I wasn't a huge fan.
It wasn't great. Like it definitely was carried by the Batman Who Laughs being a really cool character.
Yeah, and the premise of it. Yeah, it had that like it's in the super cool and edgy. Look at what we did. And like, yeah, that's really cool. And then like now we're gonna do nothing with this concept.
Yeah, they could have done so much, but the Batman Superman is good. It's good. It's like they were like, oh, so people did like this. Let's do something with this that matters.
Which is weird because normally it's the opposite where you have a cool idea
and then they fuck it up.
Yeah, they milk it till like you just hate it.
Yeah.
Which is the most comic book shit ever to do.
Right.
It's like take a really cool character idea and then just ruin it.
Right. To me, it did the opposite. And then I've been reading more of Dogs Red, that figure skater turn hockey player manga. Yeah. It's better. It's in basically like a training arc now.
It's so weird that you're reading all this manga now.
Well, if I paid for Shonen Jump to read all of Boruto, so I was like, well, if I'm going to be paying for this, I might as well read it.
Yeah, I mean,
so I've been reading that. It's good. It's in like a training arc now. Because he was in middle school. He was like an 8th grader, and they lost their game, and then he went to high school. So now he's trying out. He decided like, I really want to take hockey serious. So now he's trying out.
Is he still figure skate, or is he done with figure skating?
It's not really completely clear. Like he says he's done, but I can't tell if they're like he's gonna like cave. Like if he fucks up. If he doesn't make the hockey team, is he going to go back to it?
Yeah, like it seems like there could be that arc where he tries to go back and realizes like, no, hockey's my true passion.
Because his sister was like, I want you to come back and fucking figure skate. Like I love this more than you do, but you're more talented. Like I want to live through you.
Yeah.
So I can't tell if that was going to happen or not, but it might.
It's one of those ones where it may end where he gets like, goes to like finishes high school, they win like the championship, and then he realizes like figure skating is where I belong, and then
and then goes to the Olympics because that's the only reason he wants to play hockey now. Because he wants to go to the Olympics.
But then he ends up going as a figure skater.
See, that's what I don't know. So far, so good though. Yeah, I feel like it could go that way, or he could end up going to the Olympics as a fucking hockey player. Like it could, you never know. It's cool though. It's decent artwork. It's not like incredible, but it's okay. Yeah, it's good. And then there was a brand new one that just started. So I've only read obviously the one chapter that came out. It's called Ichi the Witch. So in this universe, only women can become witches because you have to like bond with like basically an element kind of thing. And only women can. So men don't become witches.
We get it. Just women.
It's kind of like how in what's that fucking perverted ass anime I watched?
Oh, that narrows it down.
The
Chain Soldier.
Chain Soldier. Yeah. See, you knew what I was talking about.
Yeah.
How only the girls could become fucking powerful and the guys like cooked and shit.
Yeah.
So you get the kind of idea of that because only the women could bond, but then obviously something happens because. Why else would he be the main character? Yeah. Or he ends up becoming able to bond with one.
Or he gets some power that lets him be on par with them.
So this one, he finds the one like element basically that his like one rule is women can't fucking kill him and bond with him. So of course the guy does.
Yeah. And then now he's the main character.
Now he's a witch.
Is it it's on Shonen?
Yeah, it's on Shonen.
Okay. Sounds very isekai. That's all I was asking.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's not another world.
I mean, I guess there's plenty of
power fantasy shonen.
Immediately just screams harem. And I guess most modern harems tend to be isekai, but there's plenty of, like, as far as like action ones.
Yeah, I can't tell if it's gonna be like that or like. I don't know why I keep thinking of Burn the Witch. Maybe just because it's got witch in the name.
I was like, that's definitely not similar to that at all.
No, not really. No, because no men get the power, right? Yeah, and then the one guy. No, the one guy does. The one fucking, like, the main boy, he gets some kind of power, right? Because he's like, isn't he like a demon fucking... Isn't that what happens? Like a dragon? He is a dragon or some shit like that?
Yeah, he's not like a witch, though. Not like one
right,
of
but
them.
yeah.
But
so he gets a power that...
Yeah, but it's not the same. It's not like that where like that one guy can get their power and so he's all powerful. Like it's completely different.
Close, but not the same.
Yeah.
And that's it. Once I finish Sword of Kaigen, I'm gonna have to decide what I'm gonna read. I was gonna read a Stephen King book this month, but I think I might save it for next month since it's spooky month.
What's it like having all this free time? I miss having free time.
I don't necessarily have a lot of free time. I just utilize my time wisely.
Oh.
I also have downtime at work, so I guess.
See, I have downtime at work. I just can't use it to do things I like doing.
I use it to do things I like doing.
Because
some days
I just can't.
Well, I know some days I'm not going to be able to do anything but work shit because I will have people in my office all fucking day. And then days where it's downtime, I will fucking get the shit done that I need to early and then either read.
That sounds nice.
Or I watched a couple episodes of
that's why I need travel today. Because when I'm on travel, I have all the free time in the world.
Yeah, I remember you read like all of Berserk.
Yeah, and because I was on the road every fucking week, so it was super easy. Now I'm like, I have downtime. I just get home from work and I'm like, I want to either eat food or a gun. I'm not sure which way I'm leaning today, so we'll eat some food, see if I'm still hungry afterwards.
It's a little bit more difficult for me to watch stuff now too, with her not having a job. Because I used to come home and she would be in here and I'd have like 2 hours to watch whatever the fuck I wanted. Yeah. And now I feel kind of like mean. Like I get home from work and then I'm like, all right, I'm going to go in the other room and watch shit.
She's like, I love you. And you're like, ew, gross, get away. Yeah. You're like, there's anime to be watched.
So I utilize my iPad a lot. I'll sit out there, but I'll put headphones in.
So
what have you been watching?
Oh, before I watch, I finally started getting into the new WoW expansion. Finally had some time to actually.
Has my mouse come in?
No, it has not. Which is weird. I got to check on that because I ordered some other stuff too that hasn't come in. That should be here by now.
Did you order off Amazon?
Mm-hmm.
And it hasn't come in?
No, I have Prime. So I did a huge Amazon order and I ordered I got some cabinets. Those came in. We got like a rack that came in. And then I ordered some other stuff, but none of the other. I ordered I ordered these waters online. Those came in, but like I was thinking about I ordered a dumbbell that came in. But there's like 3 other things that I ordered that said they were going to be here by like the 3rd, and then one was the 5th, and it's like
it's the 11th. Today.
Yeah, none of those. Never forget, but none of them have come in.
They forgot.
Yeah, so I guess I should probably do something about that. I paid for them.
Yeah, you should probably find out.
I haven't even got like an email update.
All right, so the new WoW expansion.
Yeah. I fucking love it. It's great.
I've heard it's really good.
I've had a couple days to legitimately actually play. Got 6 characters max level. Every profession pretty much caught up. And I am maining Elemental Shaman currently. And Mythic Zeros just came out. So I've been getting on when I have time with my friends. Yesterday was the first official day of Mythic Zero. So we ran all 8. And then I didn't have any time to do today. And I'm not going to have time tonight. And I probably won't have time tomorrow. And I'm hoping I'll have time Friday. I don't know. And then I got somewhere I have to be Saturday, so I'm probably gonna get to play. But Sunday I'm gonna play again. Been a little busy lately. Let's see.
I've been wanting to play that new Space Marines game. It looks really good.
Yeah, it looks good. I just keep hearing it's all like the first one, and I wasn't a huge fan of the first one. That was like my first real introduction to 40K, other than like hearing people talk about it. And I was like, this game is mid as shit, but the concept seems cool.
Yeah, so. I mean, I probably won't play anything until that mouse finally comes in. Oh my fucking God. I'm just saying.
No, I'm just not. I'm upset with because like there's other stuff I'm waiting on that I ordered too. That's
right. I know, and I'm just stating like I'm not gonna. When I decide to like pay for a game,
home like on my Amazon list. Like,
well, when I decide I'm gonna pay for a game, I just at this point I'm just gonna have it be WoW. I'm not gonna buy a new game. I haven't bought the new freaking Call college football game. I haven't bought any new games. I'm just gonna wait for the mouse, and then I'll start playing.
There's nothing in my cart. So
remix.
I got ordered. I'll do it.
Or not
I'll do
remix,
it
but fucking classic.
Oh yeah, for the Kata.
Yeah.
Watching wise, so I did watch 2 episodes of One Piece in the past week.
Nice.
Ace is gone
Yeah.
off, so
Right.
they're about to go chase after him.
Right.
I was still really surprised that I haven't seen Whitebeard. Like I know he's in the next arc, but I really thought, because they like talk about the fact that he's going to be there, and then it kept showing like the outside of Impel Down, and like, so I'm like, okay, they're gonna like submarine or something. They kept panning to the outside. So the whole time I'm thinking, like, right before they leave or something, they're gonna pop up, and he just doesn't show up in this arc.
No.
But like the whole thing of them having him there is like they're afraid that Whitebeard's gonna attack him there. And like I knew he's in the next arc, so I figured at worst he'd show up and be late. But I'm like, the arc's over, and he just doesn't show up.
No.
Like, why did we talk about this dude? Blackbeard fucking shows up and not Whitebeard. What the fuck? The wrong beard. Whatever. It's fine. I'm excited to finally get to the Summit War, so I'm probably gonna take a week off and then try to burn and do that. I did. So I had a thought from when we recorded with Juan, as I was talking, doing my shit talking One Piece and the pacing issues and all that, and I was like, man, like I didn't feel that way about Naruto or even the first arc of Bleach. And the first arc of Bleach is like Creature of the Week as fuck. Yeah. And I enjoyed it from like the first episode I watched. Yeah. So I was like, I was obviously younger then. Yeah. So I was like, is this like a nostalgia thing? So I went back and I watched the entire first season of Bleach up into when Yugi, whatever fucking
Uryu?
Yeah, shows up and like they fuck up Ichigo.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I binged it in like 2 nights and enjoyed it the whole way through. Like it held up.
I've been there's a couple when I was reading Boruto, I was watching Naruto Shippuden
while you're reading it.
Yeah, it's still good.
Yeah. Like I said, until now I doubled down on that. Yeah, I wish they would have just done filler for One Piece. Like I get the arcs are so long, so it's hard to do that. But like, yeah, like when it's hitting, and like the pacing with the fillers for weekly, and I know it's controversial because Bleach was more than half filler, and Naruto was like 40-something% filler. Like I much prefer that. I genuinely do, because when the episodes aren't filler, like you're getting like 2.5 to 3 chapters in each episode, so there's nonstop content. Like obviously they do like the pausing for dramatic effects and all that, but like I've never watched an episode that was canon, either wasn't explaining something or training on something or going into depth. Like at worst, it was an episode where the whole episode was building up to something relevant or important. And I just, even now in One Piece, like at the end of the arc, I still don't fucking feel that. Like Impel Down was okay, but like I feel like if would have one paced it, I would have really, really liked this arc. Because like at the end of it, I was like, man, this was a good arc done terribly.
Yeah, that's what One Piece is for at this point.
Yeah, but I'm gonna at least. So I'm debating if I do after Summit or decide to keep watching it, I'll probably swap to One Pace.
That's a good idea because.
But I want to finish.
I will tell you that.
Yeah.
After it just gets bad.
But I do want to get through the Summit or at least to the time skip in this way because I've gotten this far.
Yeah, you'll get
finish it.
Once you come out of time skip, you'll be at the archipelago again. And
to head to the new world, right?
Yeah, they're gonna go to Fishman Island.
Yeah, and so I have less than 100 episodes to go.
Yeah,
which at this point, what is that?
Yeah,
it's fucking just my life.
I can probably get through 100 episodes of Dragon Ball probably in a week, which I might do.
I mean, next week I should start having more. Well, week after next I should start having more time again, and then hopefully that my goal is take this week off, get through next week, and then fucking just get through Summit War. Be done with it. But yeah, I watched the whole arc of Bleach and loved it. I was gonna do
it's fucking awesome.
I was gonna do the Land of Wave arcs for Naruto as well, but I just didn't have time. So I'm like on the fence whether or not I want to just watch that first arc and see if that holds up too. I know it's not my favorite arc, but like it's not
probably
that long.
Will.
Yeah, but beyond that, I started I miss you. I started the Spy Family movie. Have not finished it.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't watch it all yet because I kind of forgot about it, and I was gonna watch it yesterday, but when I got home,
I'm totally listening and not reaching for that.
That's fine. When I got home, we decided to watch something together, and then we watched Quiet Place. Yeah. I was either gonna watch that or the fuck is that? I don't know what they're called. The weeks later, 20-something weeks later.
28 days later.
28 days later, yeah.
Yeah,
so
those
we were
popped
gonna
up
watch
for me too, and I was like, oh, those are good movies.
I was gonna watch 28 Days Later because we have it on DVD, and you can't stream it anywhere. So, I was gonna watch that one to see how I felt about it. Since I'm trying to get into scale-y stuff.
I like 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later. I thought they were good movies.
Yeah, everybody says they're amazing. So, and especially with the new one coming out,
they're good.
Okay, well, everyone says they're all. I have not heard anything negative about them.
So
let's put it that way.
It was during the zombie craze, so keep that in mind. Where anything
it's also
zombie.
Cillian Murphy, right?
Is it Cillian Murphy? I don't remember.
It looked like Cillian Murphy on the fucking cover.
Oh, I don't remember who it was in the first one.
I would look, but my phone is right there.
Yeah, I will look for you.
Thanks,
but
man.
It was during the zombie craze where like it was a really good zombie movie, but people made it seem like it was just one of the greatest movies ever. Like no, it was just during the time where zombie movies.
Well, I say amazing because nobody says anything negative about it.
Yeah, no, it is good. I'm doing. We're doing the whole like temper yourself.
I think I'm excited, so because the new one's coming out too. So
Yeah. Yep.
it's Killian, right?
Yeah, you're right. It is him.
Who else is in that?
Megan Burns, Brendan Gleeson. I fucking love
These
him.
are all names, but I had to see faces.
Brendan Gleeson's the dude that was in Banshees.
Gangster.
Yeah, fucking
I
love him.
didn't like that movie at all. Movie was too
Oh,
slow.
it's got this dude. That was the Doctor.
In what?
Doctor Who? What do you mean? In what?
I don't watch
the
fucking
Doctor.
Doctor Who.
Christopher Eccleston. The
only one I know that's a doctor in Doctor Who was the last one.
The dude that was in Morbius was the Doctor too.
I
don't
didn't
remember
watch
what his name
that
was.
shit.
You haven't seen Morbius?
No, why the
don't
fuck
you
would I
watch
do
these?
that?
I keep telling you
Because
about
they're
these.
bad.
That's why you watch them.
No, that
You
one.
watch them so Sony keeps making them.
That's why I'm not going to. No, the guy that's the Damon from House of the Dragon.
Oh yeah,
He's the only one I know.
Yeah, that's the dude from Morbius.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know he's in Morbius. The only person I know that's in Morbius is 30 Seconds to Mars.
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto. Thank you.
Like,
I couldn't remember his fucking name.
Yeah. No, he's terrible in Morbius, but everyone's terrible at Morbius.
Morbius is not a good movie.
Yeah,
and I don't want to watch it.
I guess he was a good doctor. I tried to get into Doctor Who.
I can't do it, man. The BBC fucking graphics are so bad.
It's not even that. So I tried watching the OG one first.
That's what I did, and that's why I fucking hated it.
Yeah, and then I watched when they rebooted it in like the early 2000s when everyone was like, I was on Tumblr back then, and
Everybody
Tumblr
talks
nerds
about
are like, yeah.
People that
either
love Doctor
or-
Who love Doctor Who.
Yeah, it was either that or Supernatural is all that Tumblr was at that phase.
I haven't
of
watched
mine.
Supernatural, but I heard it's great.
Not, I don't think it is.
I watched Heroes. That was my superhero show.
Heroes
That
was my shit.
fucking slapped.
Yeah. I don't. Even the later seasons when it got bad, I was still like,
I was still into it
Yeah,
because at least it had good characters still.
Yeah, the storyline as a whole,
Stupid.
Yeah, but I was committed to those characters, so I was. With
I
it.
was committed to Hayden Panettiere.
That's the cheerleader, right? Yeah, they saved the cheerleader and they saved the world. And then I love Quentin
Tarantino.
No, Zach.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
Zachary Quinto.
Yeah, that guy. I fucking love Silas.
Dude,
he
he's so
fucking
dope.
killed it in all 4 seasons.
That's the only character I ever see when I see that guy. Like I've seen him in other shit. Like he was in
Star Trek. He's Spock.
He was Spock. He was Spock. But yeah, that's all I saw. And then I think he was in like 2 seasons of what was that witch show? I think it's still going on.
That's the only thing. Those are the only 2 things.
Like
I
Lady
can think of.
Gaga was in it too. Something.
American Horror Story.
Yeah, that he was in a couple seasons of that.
Oh, well, I never seen that show.
I did. My ex-wife watched that shit all the time.
I
There was one good season for me that I actually enjoyed watching.
I'd always catch like random episodes and other people be watching it or like at work or something,
Yeah.
and they'd be like, "This show is it just seems so weird."
You can't take it out of context. That's the
Yeah.
problem. You have to watch like all the episodes for it to
I
make
know,
sense.
yeah. I just never.
But luckily,
cared
it's
to.
like season, and then the next season is like the same people, but completely different story, completely different characters.
Yeah,
it's just the same actors.
they're doing different characters.
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
that's
So
why I like it.
Someone compared it like it's like a horror version of True Detective, where like you don't need any season to make sense of another season.
Well, I mean, Yeah, I guess that is how True Detective is now. I forgot about that. Yeah, so it's definitely like that.
Yeah, True Detective's always been.
I know.
It's like now.
I don't know. Sometimes this shit kind of melds together for me at this point.
But yeah,
I never finished the new season. I definitely still need to.
It's so good. It was so good, which is so nice coming off of 2 and 3 because I didn't like either of those.
1 is just so peak.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not as good as 1, but dude, it's one of those things where that was lightning in a bottle.
I know.
And so like this new season wasn't even supposed to be a True Detective show.
What do you mean?
It was supposed to be like a standalone. It was scripted as like a standalone show, and they just put True Detective on it because of the name, which is also probably why it's good. It wasn't
like a True Detective show.
Well, yeah, I mean that's why they did it, but it wasn't.
It feels like Fargo meets True Detective.
Yeah, it wasn't written to be a season of True Detective. They just realized that they had the name, so they might as well use it. Because they're like, oh, this is good. We can make this True Detective. It was kind of like how J.J. Abrams just like takes other movies and makes them Cloverfield related. It's similar to that. I mean, it's true. He made one movie, and then he just finds other movies. He's like, that's Clover Lane now. Like, what was it?
I didn't watch Clover Lane. Is it bad?
10 Clover Lane Road or whatever?
Yeah, the one with fucking
John Goodman?
John Goodman.
It was amazing.
Was it really?
For the movie is phenomenal,
wasn't.
and the only bad part of the movie is the shit you can tell they threw in to relate it to Clover Lane.
Oh.
But like if you watch it the entire way through, like, oh my god, this is like fucking phenomenal. And then the last like 5-10 minutes are like, hey, look, this is in the Clover Lane universe, and you're like, ugh.
Cloverfield.
Yeah, Cloverfield, yeah, whatever. And then
Cloverfield was awesome.
the OG one was,
Yeah.
but then everything else isn't written for that. They just throw like
The
that
name on it.
Yeah, like what was it, that Netflix show like Cloverfield Paradox or whatever?
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, it was another thing.
Only watched Cloverfield.
It was written to just be a standalone movie, and then they made it Cloverfield, and like the whole movie, you're like, yeah, it's dumb. It is dumb. Don't get me wrong, but then like the last 30 seconds to a minute, it becomes just like with Cloverfield Lane, it becomes a Cloverfield movie because a monster shows up, and you're like, well, that has no context or makes no sense in this universe, but they just, hey, it's the Cloverfield monster, so it's in the Cloverfield universe, and it doesn't relate to anything at all in any other way beyond that. And you're just like, why the fuck did you put that in there? Thank you, J.J. Abrams. Your mystery box has just done nothing but great things for movies goers for the past 20 years. You like wrote half a season of Lost, kicked the bag, and then just fucking have just been ruining every franchise you've touched since then. So thank you for everything.
Did he do Star Trek?
Did you like the new Star Trek?
Yeah.
I was not a huge fan.
I think they were a very good modern twist on the old movies.
I mean, I'm not even a Star Trek fan, and I didn't care for them.
I liked them.
They're
very enjoyable. I mean, they could have done with a little bit less lens flares, but like that's J.J. Abrams' fucking calling card.
It felt like he watched the entire Fast and Furious series and then just slammed 4 Red Bulls and like, I'm going to make a Star Trek movie. That's what
I didn't get that because it's literally the same storylines as the other movies,
just with like way more action and amped up. Like I've seen like the next.
He
generation.
modernized it because the old fucking. No, I'm talking about the movies. I'm not talking about the TV show.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, but like the universe.
First
Star
3
Trek.
movies are very good movies. Like for 2 and 3 are good Star Trek movies, like the OG ones. He took the first one's not good. He took the first movie and made it good. He fucked up Wrath of Khan. That one was bad. The third one was okay. And then, like, I'm glad he's not making another one because the 4th movie, like the OG movies, so bad.
3 J.J. movies?
Yeah.
I only remember 2.
No, there's 3.
I only remember 1, and then Into Darkness was the Khan one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I remember the original and that one. I didn't even know there was a third one.
Pretty positive. I mean, I could be wrong.
I mean,
I think there was 3.
I believe you. I don't know. I've only seen 2.
Yeah, because there should have been 3.
I mean, there should have been. Sure.
Pretty sure there's 3.
Okay. I don't
know. There's like 7 of the OG movies.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of the movies.
2
I've
of
seen
the OG ones.
Some of Deep Space Nine and most of the Next Generation, and I like it. It's just not really my thing. But I like the premise of it. You know, like it's not about action and wars. It's like, hey, we're basically diplomats, and we go around, and the goal is to, you know, like bring peace to the world. And
yeah, I mean,
movies were not that.
The OG movies, the 2 and 3 definitely had action in them. There's just more in the J.J. Abrams movie because he had to modernize it for audiences to try and. I think his idea was to like try and get people to like Star Trek, and he knew that like at that time everybody wanted to watch J.J. Abrams because what he did.
I didn't.
Didn't he? No, that's Jason Bay.
Michael Bay.
Michael Bay.
What are you thinking of?
I was thinking Transformers. No, that's Michael Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they.
I'd rather watch Michael Bay movies. I know. I think Michael Bay is a way better director than J.J. Abrams.
What else has Michael Bay done?
The Bad Boys series. Oh my god. Transformers.
Didn't he also do Pain and Gain?
I was gonna say Pain and Gain.
Pain and Gain. Yeah, no, I'll give you that.
Yeah, I was like, that is an insult to Michael Bay. Like, you can talk shit about Transformer movies, but like, he's done good stuff too.
I just couldn't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah. So like my thing with like, and it's like with any franchise when they try to reboot it, like, you have this universe. It's basically what they did with Star Wars. It's like you have this universe that's beloved and has all these fans, and you try to like modernize it or like bring it to a new generation, but like you kill everything that made it enjoyable and what people love to try to re-engineer it to be more appealing. But like, if it has this huge fan base, clearly that premise or idea works. And like Star Trek, the show, I wouldn't say I loved it, but like I liked it without action. I liked the diplomacy and the story.
That's what I'm saying. But he's not making the show; he's making the movies.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying, but like I think there are enough. Star Trek is big enough that you could have done a modern Star Trek movie, been good, and not turned it into Fast and Furious.
So I understand what you mean. He could have done a movie that was just like something based on one of the shows, but he wanted to take the movies, the old movies, and modernize them. And I think he did a solid job at taking the old movies and modernizing
Okay,
them.
well, in that I didn't know that they were based on the old movies. I thought he was.
Yeah, Wrath of Khan, and the second movie was Khan.
Well, because it's like a whole rebooted universe too. Because aren't the movies in the same universe as the show?
Not all of them. I mean, there's different fucking versions of Star Trek.
I mean, but the OG Star Trek aren't
Movies
those
are
in universe with the show, so
same
it's in that same. Or is this is like a whole new continuity that's just the movie? So I was going off of what I knew from the show, but I didn't have the context of the movie. So I will hold up my hands in regards.
I
to
genuinely think you should watch the like 2 and 3, the old movies. I think you would like those 2 movies. I've watched the first 4 of the OG movies.
Would I like them?
1 and 4 are not good.
Modern?
I think you would, because I like the old ones more.
Okay.
I just enjoyed his adaptation.
Yeah.
I guess you could say. I think 2 and no remake will ever touch the OG Wrath of Khan.
Yeah.
Period.
It's almost,
and I think Search for Spock is a very solid follow up.
It always makes me think of like when you see like those like not hybrid foods, fusion foods, where it's like I like this and I like that, but just because I like 2 things don't mean they'll go together. And that's how I feel about movies that like, I want to say force action into them. Like, this isn't an action movie, but we're going to put a bunch of action in it to make it that way. That's how I feel like the Star Trek movies are.
I get where you're coming from, but I think the reason he did that is because he wanted to get the modern audience into it.
He wasn't making a Star Trek movie. He was making a blockbuster called Star Trek.
I mean, yeah, yes and no. Yes and no. I won't say you're wrong. But I don't think that's fully what it is.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm also admitting I have a very narrow view on Star Trek as a whole.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a Trekkie. I like Star Trek, what I have seen, but like, I also enjoy it with my knowledge, but I don't care enough. Like, I've seen most of the Star Wars content, at least what's currently canon. You know what I mean? So
I mean, considering how many more shows have come out, I'm not even close.
Yeah.
At this point, I've seen
I've
seen every single movie.
Yeah, I like The Acolyte, and people still talk about how much they hate it.
I don't care to watch it.
I liked it. It was one of those things where like people wanted them to get away from, the movie timeline, and they did. And they literally did a story showing, the Jedis being, enforcers and kind of ruling the world towards the end of the fall of the Old Republic.
I think
like it was everything people wanted.
I think they just didn't like the fucking witch side of it.
Yeah, and I like I said, I like the fact that they show that there's more. Like, if you're gonna have the Force, either make it this mystical.
No, dude, midi-chlorians.
Like,
it's the best thing they ever did.
It was like in my head, it was like all the shit that people bitched about Star Wars being they didn't do. You know what I mean? That the movies did. That people are like, we don't like this, so they're like, all right, we'll do this and take this old story that you guys used to like and make a show about that. And then like once you get through like the social justice. Why is the main character female and black people, and like why are there so many women and minorities in the show? And I'm like, all right, cool. Once you filter through all that shit and like the genuine criticisms, I'm like, but this is what you guys wanted it to be.
No, what most of us want is Old Republic. We want Star Wars: The Old Republic. That's what pretty much all real Star Wars fans, they want Revan and they want Old Republic, and we have not gotten either of those.
Those aren't in the canon. I wanted to. I think it's better, but I mean, this is a episode 1 pre-Fall Republic. It's like 100 years before that. So like, it's in that same vein of like, you know, the Jedi's being basically world enforcers ruling it, and then the Sith kind of forming. And like, I liked it. I liked the themes. The action was but also like Star Wars for me is kind of like something with Star Trek. Like, I don't watch it just for the action. It's just like a cherry on top. It's cool when it's there, but like the way they use the Force in the show was way fucking cooler than anything any of the movies have ever fucking done. It goes back to the Force being this mystical thing. It makes the Sith more than just dudes that want to be politicians. You know what I mean? Like, it does everything that people bitched about the movies being since episode 1 coming out, and then people still hated it. So it's like, I feel like at this point, no matter what Star Wars does, if there is any females or minorities, it'll be bad. You know what I mean? Like, even if it's good.
I don't think it's been nearly as good since Disney bought it. The only thing I think post Disney that's been really good, at least in my opinion, is Rogue One.
I mean, I agree that it has not been, but I don't genuinely think Star Wars has been good since fucking Return of the Jedi. Like, there's been one good thing that's like been come out.
Revenge of the Sith is good.
I think you're wrong.
I don't know why. Revenge of the Sith is such a good like tie between.
No.
Attack of the Clones is terrible.
Yeah.
The first one, Phantom Menace, is not good. Yeah. There are bits and pieces that I like, but overall it's bad.
Yeah, I don't like any of those 3 movies. Clone Wars is the only good thing that came out of the pre-Disney timeline in my eyes.
I mean, I guess I...
Not the movie Clone Wars, the show. The Clone Wars show.
I think that's the only thing good that's come out of the pre-Disney timeline.
Post from like Return of the Jedi up until like Disney buying them out, the only good like thing that was in canon that was done by LucasArts, like not counting video games, obviously, was I would say Clone Wars. The only good thing, the only good media that's come out of it that was not digital me playing a video game media. Like,
so you didn't like Episode 6?
Episode 6 is Return of the Jedi. I'm saying from the end of Return of the Jedi until when Disney bought them out, the only good thing that came out of Star Wars was Clone Wars.
You're right.
And like Disney bought them out.
I don't know why I thought that was Empire for some reason.
That was 5. That was the best one.
Yeah, that's the best one.
But like, think of it, like since when Episode 1 came out.
Again, I don't agree. That's simple
what
as
good
it
has come?
I like Episode 3. Yeah. I think Episode 3 is good. You're right. Clone Wars is incredible, but I like Episode 3. I don't like 1 or 2. I've tried to rewatch them. They are so fucking bad.
And like when like
3 is great to me.
8 and 9 came out and people were like, oh, this makes the prequels good again. I'm like, no, the fuck it doesn't.
No, it does not.
2 bad things can exist at the same time. Like someone
it did make 1, 2, and 3 seem a whole lot better.
I will take 7, 8, and 9 over 1, 2, and 3 any day of the fucking week.
No, you're
like
tripping.
7 was genuinely a good movie.
8 was fucking awful.
8 was a good movie.
No.
It just wasn't a good Star Wars movie.
That shit sucked.
I liked 8.
And 9 was fucking
9 was bad.
Dog
9 was just a
shit
bad
too.
movie. 8 was good minus the whole casino side plot, but the actual main movie of 8, I liked 8.
I like 3. I think 3 is a great fucking movie.
And I that's okay.
So good. You get to see him become Vader. You get to see that fucking fight. You get to see him burn.
That whole scene of him becoming Vader. It's just no.
That shit is fucking so bad, but I fucking laugh every time I watch it.
I have the high ground like that. That fight was way too fucking long.
No, it was not.
Oh, it was so fucking long, dude.
So good, dude.
And then, like, how Padme dies of sadness. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, that's not great.
Oh my god. Everything they added in those movies just made it that's the thing. Like 1, 2, and 3, their biggest flaw, despite not being the writing was terrible. George Lucas is a terrible writer. As far as dialogue goes.
Yeah, I get you.
It's just everything they added to the universe just killed everything that I enjoyed about it.
Fair enough.
But
I get it. You're 150 years old.
Like 3 years older than me. It's like, I gotta get through what I've been watching. Oh my god. So
You haven't even done that yet?
Oh, you keep interrupting me.
Bullshit. All right.
You're
Well,
so
go
rude.
ahead.
The only other thing, live action, I want to talk about. So I finished all 6 of the Aliens series. So that's Aliens, Aliens 3.
So the only thing you haven't seen is Romulus.
Yeah. So Aliens 3, I gotta be honest. I liked it more this time than I watched it the original time. It wasn't a bad movie.
People shit on that movie so much, but it is not as bad as people fucking remember it.
Yeah,
being.
it really isn't.
I think Resurrection's good too, but people.
So Resurrection is the most 2000s post Matrix shit I've ever seen in my life.
It's not great, but I enjoyed watching it. Like this, the premise is so dumb.
Yeah, it makes no sense in universe. It just makes we need a reason to bring Ripley back.
Yep.
I really liked the company throughout the movies.
Yeah,
and the concept of it. And I like how I will say in Prometheus, I like you're kind of seeing the start of the company. I still think is the worst movie.
No fucking shot.
And I realize now that I've seen all of them why I hate Prometheus so much. And it's like I talk about horror movies, people doing dumb things. Like,
yeah, I know. You said that. You said it last week.
Yeah, but like I didn't realize how dumb the people are in this fucking movie. And
there's only two people that
Charlize Theron is smart. And I realized why she thought it was dumb. It was how she dies.
Yes.
Because the other chick literally rolls out of the way and then she just goes, falling, scaffolding.
Yeah, but she was trying to be the voice of reason the whole time. She was trying to keep them out.
I will give you that. She is definitely kind of an asshole the whole movie.
Yeah, but she's right.
And then at the end, I completely forgot her connection to the company. I completely forgotten about that.
See, that's why that's why.
Yeah, I'm correcting myself. Yeah, she is a good character that dies terribly.
Yeah,
everyone else in this movie is so fucking stupid. Except Idris Elba's all right. He's all right. I think he's not a dumb character. He just doesn't stop a lot of other people from doing dumb things when he should have.
I also don't. Wasn't Danny McBride in this one?
Yeah, no, he's in Covenant.
It's the fucking Irishman or Scottish dude in Prometheus. He's dope.
Yeah, he was smart.
He was smart. He was trying to get the fuck out.
He's like, yeah, it's time to go.
He's him and the Rock guy. They were like, it's time to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
We gotta go.
I felt bad for them. I will say though, but the way they die was stupid as shit.
Stupid as fuck.
Hey, look at this random alien snake thing. Let's poke at it and get near it. Like, bro, what are you fucking doing? But yeah, Prometheus.
It was the biologist that was trying to do that, though.
I was upset the entire movie just watching how dumb people. Like when they take their helmets off for the first time, I kind of audibly laughed because I was like, I knew it was going to happen. I was watching it. I was like, yeah, it's just as dumb as I. The whole time I'm watching, I was like, yeah, this movie's just as dumb as I remember it. And I kind of like that they never really. I do, and I also don't like that they never really explain the engineers.
Oh yeah,
like they kind of always talk about, but like. All right, so you created humanity, but they never really explained why they wanted to end humanity. And then in Covenant, you're just never getting an answer.
Yeah.
So it's kind of one of those like, I'm fine with you not explaining things, but when you make the entire premise about a mystery and then you killed the mystery without explaining, like you wrote this mystery, you fed me this intrigue, and then you wrote the story in a way that I'll never get an answer. It's like, why would you do that? Like if you'd just been vague about it, like, oh, we're gonna find them and they found them, but then like the end when they're like, oh, like they wanted to kill us, and it's like, but why? And then the end's like, well, we need to go find them and go to their planet and figure this out. And then Covenant just starts and it's like, yeah, none of that matters. We're just wiping these guys out, so you'll never know. So you're just like, why would you leave that cliffhanger and then write it so you'll never get an answer to it? And I know Ramos isn't gonna explain it because that's back in the OG timeline, so we're just never gonna know.
Probably not.
But we had literally basically a movie and a half centered around this question. Mm-hmm. Overall, I liked it.
That's good. You got to finish all those. I was meant to go try and finish all of, or at least watch another one of the Friday the 13th. They took them all off fucking Max.
Oh, they're off? Oh, sorry.
So I might buy them.
I would say just wait till next month.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was wondering if they're going to do that, but if they put them on Shudder, then I don't want to buy Shudder.
I'll say usually in October, either Hulu or Netflix. Or Peacock. One of them usually buys out a bunch of like.
Yeah, my thing is, why the fuck you even take it off Max? You could probably just put it right back on.
Maybe they just didn't want to hold on the rights, or maybe someone else got the rights for it next month. So they
hopefully,
pulled it. But usually, like those, Freddy, I always see them pop up on one of the Amazon.
I know Halloween's probably going to be up, and I haven't seen any of those.
Oh, you haven't? I haven't
seen Halloween.
I've only seen the ones.
Seen Scream
in the main. I've seen all the Screams. Ugh.
I'm not gonna watch those.
The first one is good.
I'm good. I've seen enough of Scream to know.
Yeah,
isn't that's
with Ghostface,
right?
With Drew Barrymore in the first one.
Okay, so I'm thinking of Halloween. I've seen most
Halloween's
of Halloween.
Michael Myers.
Yeah,
With
but
the,
with what's her face?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yes.
Okay. Different series.
Her boobies come out.
Do they?
Pretty sure you see her boobies in one of the first 2 movies.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Pretty sure.
Do you? I've seen the first 2. I don't remember seeing her boobs. I would remember that. I feel like I would remember that.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that they're in there.
So I definitely watched them when I was in high school. So I feel like I absolutely would have remembered that because I would have paused it.
Yeah, you would have fucked up that VHS tape.
Yeah, like, why is this one scene so scratched
Just
out?
really
Like,
fucked
Mom,
up.
get out of my room.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't remember. I know you do see boobs in the first 2, but I don't think you see hers.
I'm pretty sure that's hers.
I don't remember.
I guess
do
we'll just have to
remember.
rewatch them.
Yeah, we'll come back next week and find out what did Lance jerk off to last week.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but so I'm gonna go see Romulus this weekend because it's still in theaters.
Oh, I want to go see that.
You want to come?
Well, you're going with your girl, right?
You can come.
I'm not going to third wheel. That's weird.
Bring Jay.
She don't want to fucking see that.
You can.
She hasn't seen any movies.
You'd be like our adopted little kid. We'll buy you popcorn.
Wait, when are you going?
Sunday.
Oh, nope, can't.
Why not?
We have to. So we already fucking agreed to go to. They're doing tailgating for the fucking.
I'm already out.
Yeah, I don't want to go, but it's for.
A sports thing.
Yeah, the Cowboys' first home
Oh,
game.
absolutely not. Are you going to the game?
No, we're just tailgating.
You're
they
going
do
to-
it every year.
It's a tailgate.
It's the Funky Panther guys. They do it every year.
They tailgate a game they're not going to.
Correct. They just get fucked up in the parking lot.
Chad, Tim, and Javier. That is lame.
No, they're fucking Cowgirl fans. So
Yeah, but then why don't you buy tickets? If you're going to tailgate a game you're going to.
Because why pay that kind of money to go watch the fucking Cowboys?
Why go to the stadium you're not getting into to tailgate when you can just hang out with your friends?
Because there's a lot of people that do that. There's a shit ton of people, and every fucking team has people that tailgate.
I mean,
it's not that far fetched.
I know, but they're also all lame.
It's not my fucking.
And that's the dude doing a podcast about anime saying that. So let that sink in. Think
You
about
know,
yourself.
it's not my
A
party.
dude in a
I'm just
podcast
going.
with a matching T-shirt. Like,
Fuck, I hate you for that. I fucking
we're
forgot
so
about
lame. I love you, bro.
Oh, God.
I'm so glad you designed that shirt too.
I know.
Remember when you first designed it in the drawing? It looked like he was like poking his finger into a urethra of a penis because he drew it where it looked like a dickhead.
Yeah, I do remember that. That was not
I wonder
great.
if I still have that text. I got to pull that up one day. If you give me admin, I'm posting that. Like, this is the draft. Look at the
God,
dick
no.
this dude drew and sent me.
Jesus.
You know how many dicks this guy draws and sends me? You should see my phone log.
Oh,
It's
bullshit.
like once a month, just a random. He just draws dicks like he's in Superbad.
Oh, man. I do need to start watching freaking Monster again.
Oh yeah, you're never gonna finish that.
I will. I mean, I'm at this point. I
I
can.
need to finish Delicious in Dungeon. That's what I need to finish.
Oh my God. Yeah. Holy shit.
That's so.
I know you don't have time.
Yeah, like the whatever time I had, I was trying to burn through fucking goddamn One Piece.
Yeah.
And then
I gotta get back
I mean, I was
watching
like,
One Piece,
you read the new chapter of Boruto before I did. I was so far behind in my life.
Yeah.
Like I was a little upset with myself when you're like, oh, the new chapter's out. I was like, oh, fuck, it is.
Oh, you know, there's not one coming out this month.
What?
Yeah, they're taking this month off.
What? You can't. No, you're not allowed to do that when you're monthly.
He wants to go travel or some shit like that.
Whoa, you're a mangaka. You're not allowed to have a fucking personal life.
That's what I saw. I mean, that's
What
what I
is this,
saw.
Hunter
They're
x
taking.
Hunter? You're not allowed to take breaks.
Well, you're getting Hunter x Hunter this month, right?
Yeah, but it went on hiatus for like a fucking long time.
Yeah, I saw it. I see it on Shonen Jump, and it's like last chapter came out in like 2008 or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
you
I was
should
like,
see like some dude did like a graph, and it's like all the hiatuses, and it's like there was like this thing has been in hiatus more than it's been fucking going because it came out the same year as One Piece, I believe, and it has less than. I think it has like less now. Well, now it has.
It's only
less
got
than
400
half.
chapters.
Yeah, it's got less than half the chapters. I remember when it came back, it was at the point where it was like, it was half
just
of what
barely
One
had-
Piece.
Oh God.
And now it's even worse, obviously, because they did like 10 chapters and went back on hiatus. So I think it's going to be, they're releasing 10 more, I'm pretty sure, and then it's going to go back on hiatus again. So we're just going to get chunks of 10 chapters until he dies, pretty much.
Oh.
It's
So
never
then
going to finish.
each chapter's probably only 20 pages. Oh, dude, I could catch up so quick.
They talked about, I mean,
Because you couldn't give me the answer. You told me
I did send it
you
to
luckily didn't know. You did tell me where the anime ends, but I also didn't know, I wanted to know how long the chapters were. And you said as long as normal fucking shonen chapters. But that's not true because some of them are 20, some of them are 50. Clearly it sounds like 20.
Yeah, most weekly shonens are like that. I mean, they do get longer at some points, and shorter, but they're not like, it's not like a set, like it will be this, you know what I mean? Like
Right, but I mean, I could read you said it was like 340 or 350, some shit like that. There's not very many chapters to catch up.
Like the anime ended
it and I could finish it.
Yeah,
in
they're on the like there's like a mini arc that happens that leads into the current arc, and they can't even be halfway through it at this point. Like it's not very much. Like they did like a couple of chapters and then it went in hiatus. That's why the anime ended where it ended. You could catch up in less than a week.
I mean, I could catch up in like a day. If it's 20 pages, I could read 30 chapters in a day. That's not
I will tell you there's some stuff they talk about that the anime doesn't do a great job of explaining, but nothing that you won't understand.
If I start reading it from where the anime ended,
there's going to be some stuff that you're kind of like, but if you keep reading, you'll understand it because it references like they don't really do a good job of discussing certain things in the anime. Like it went over it, but it doesn't really go in. Like the manga goes super in depth. Like I was saying, it's very dialogue heavy.
Yeah.
And then like once they start talking about the Dark Continent and Nen Beast and stuff like that, like they've hinted at Nen Beast, but they haven't really explained it in the anime, and it goes very heavy into Nen Beast at this point. And it talks about a lot of things that were in the anime or that part of the manga that are impacted or from the Dark Continent.
Okay.
And it talks about expeditions going there, and it starts filling in a lot of stuff that the manga hinted at that the anime kind of just knew they weren't going to touch, so they just kind of blew past it. But nothing that you'll be like lost on. Just prepare to kind of scratch your head for a little bit, and then like, okay, now that makes sense.
Okay. I might do that
tonight. Yeah, because I've tried to get my friend into it before, and he started reading it. He did the same thing. He read it from
where the anime ended.
No, he started reading from the council, the chairman election.
Oh.
That's technically the Chimerian arc isn't technically the last on the anime. It's a chairman election arc.
Yeah, and that's like the miniest of many.
Yeah,
arcs.
so he started reading it from then, and then he was like, "Wait, what? Huh?" And then I was like, "Yeah, that arc kind of matters for what happens later, but not too much." And then he said by the time he got to the what is the name of the ship? Something whale. It's a whale, whatever it's called. Dark whale, blue whale.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but he's like, okay, now it makes sense, and things happen, and I think the best fight in the entire manga happens pretty much
right where I'm going to start reading.
Yeah, like it leads into it. You want me to tell you who it is?
Nope.
Okay. I mean,
Kurapika.
It's no. It's someone that's been trying to fight somebody else pretty much for like half this series.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
Is it who I'm thinking of it? It is.
We'll talk about it off air, but yeah, if it's the two biggest,
the ones that have been talking about it forever.
Yeah,
because one guy really wants to fight this guy.
Yeah,
right off the bat,
it pretty much leans right into that, and it goes so fucking hard, dude. It is it is the most insane shit ever.
That got me hard.
Yeah, dude. It's also it's good.
Is
Is
the artwork good?
It's decent.
Okay.
I mean, I gotta say, like Hunter x Hunter is like either really, really good, or you're reading a page like, oh, this dude's back was fucked up when he drew this. Like, there's no in between.
Yeah, it's not you.
That's like the volumes, which I tell people, like, if you are gonna read it, the volumes are nice now because he went back and redrew a lot of the work when he had bad health, but this was leading into his hiatus, so you can visually see his health declining as he's drawing this.
I want to see how Yu Yu Hakusho looks. Manga wise.
I mean, I think Hunter x Hunter, when it's good, is better than Yu Yu Hakusho, but you could see
Is it more consistent with Yu Yu Hakusho?
It's way more consistent because he was healthier and he was keeping up with schedule.
Yeah.
But also, you watch it knowing that this is kind of what caused him to fuck up with Hunter x Hunter, because this is where he blew out his back and started having health issues, was doing a series this long weekly. And Hunter x Hunter, he tried starting off and he just couldn't keep up.
Fair enough.
Like, Oda is that dude, either he's doing it,
a freak of nature.
Yeah, either he's like secretly having people do it for him, or he's just not human. Like,
I don't think fucking what's his name from Louise, Kaito fucking Berserk. I don't think he's human.
Oh yeah, I mean he also took breaks too.
What the fuck is his name?
I
Starts
know.
with a K,
I know. You
right?
should know this. He like passed away.
Kai.
This is gonna. Oh, just don't just edit this out. Edit this out.
No.
Oh my god. Berserk manga artist. Kentaro Miura. Holy fuck! I don't know why I couldn't. It's one of those things.
I knew the letters that each of his first and last name started with. I just couldn't.
Yeah, like the moment you said it wrong, I just brain farted.
Yeah.
I'm blaming you. That was your fault.
I'll take that.
Okay, good. Because I was like, I'm so ashamed for not knowing this right
That's
now.
all right.
Yeah, that's all I've been watching.
Yeah, I found a place where I can read Vinland Saga too.
Oh,
Thanks to Reddit.
Okay.
Yeah, because it doesn't feel like we're gonna get any more. It's been a year and a half.
I feel like we will.
I haven't heard any announcement about it.
I feel like we will.
I know, but now I kind of really want to read it because that second. See, I actually over time now I'm starting to really appreciate the second season.
I told you.
I like the second season already,
Yeah.
but now I'm thinking back on it, I'm like, it kind of went off, dude.
Yeah, but remember I told you it's gonna when it's happening. I was doing this weekly because I didn't read it weekly because obviously it was further along. I was like, when I was reading it, I was like, oh, this is not gonna be paced well for an anime to come out weekly. And I was it's one of those things where people will go back and binge it and appreciate it way more than those first couple episodes. I was like, oh, you guys are losing people. You had to do this, and I get it, but I kind of feel like they should have done what JoJo did and released a batch of episodes.
Yeah, 6 episodes right off.
And then go to a weekly format or just do it that way. Because I was reading the manga, I was like, what the fuck am I reading?
Yeah. Well, and I also saw that they're in their final arc right now.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. So I was like, oh, fuck it. Might as well. Because I'm sure there's plenty left before I'm ever going to see it happen.
Yeah,
so.
I kind of told myself I'm going to not dig into reading manga until I get through Summit Wars, with One Piece.
That's a good idea.
Because I know if I start reading manga again consistently, then I'll stop watching anime.
Yeah, that happened to me for a little while, but
because I can't do both. I just don't have the time to commit to both unless I'm traveling. If I start traveling again, by all means, hands off. Because then I'll read manga more on the plane than I'll watch shows. But until I start traveling again, one or the other.
Fair enough.
And we're an anime podcast, not a manga podcast.
True. Well, guys, appreciate you guys listening to us twice. Because I'm an idiot.
There's 24 minutes out there somewhere in the ether to fill in the blank.
Oh, I'm saving the video. I might just drop it randomly and be like, hey, remember that 24 minutes we were talking about that I didn't record on here, but I recorded there?
Yeah, we'll save it before we start a Patreon.
Yeah. You want to see the behind the scenes where I fuck up?
Give me all your money.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.
All right, love you, miss you, bye.